colleges across the country often talk about having to do remedial work, catching students up when they come in for their freshman year. So let
Right.
me ask you this. Why do you think we have continued to have such an achievement gap in this country and in terms of K through 12?
Right.
And what do you think needs to be done to finally close it?
One thing, I think we have an achievement gap because, we've decided that we don't value teachers. We don't reward our educators like we do our athletes and our entertainers. Our best teachers are teaching our best students, and teachers, who desire to teach and may not have the strongest credentials are in schools with our most vulnerable students. We have an achievement gap because we no longer value innovation and critical thinking. We have an achievement gap because, we're teaching to pass a test and to get points for our schools to get these points and not to solve problems to create a better world. And more importantly, we have an achievement gap because, we've embraced the notion that some of us in our society should not have an equal education. And we have an achievement gap because our priorities are not in order. And that's just the reality. We should all understand that the least of these in our America is a reflection of us all. And, the longer we send our children to schools in the inner cities, buildings that are run down, that's a mirror of who we are as a society. The longer we feed our children, meals that don't feed the brain, then that is a reflection of who we are as a world. The longer that we work, our American citizens 60 to 80 hours, or single parents 60 to 80 hours a week to make ends meet, that takes time away from families being together and parents being able to read a book at home and to make those connections and to monitor the work that is needed and the progress of our children's education. We're dividing families every day, and we're weakening our country, and we're destroying our economy by doing that. So I think that's my take on that. And I think if once we decide to put our priorities in order, then we'll see things change. Otherwise, we'll be in the same spot, if not worse.